Hello and welcome back to International Racing Series. We are back live with our Tier 2 drivers here for round 9 in Hungary. It's a interesting little lineup here because we've only got 9 drivers, unfortunately. 18-minute qualifying session followed by 25%, but full points will still be awarded. It's interesting as well because championship leader Purpa Derp is not here. Third place driver Hussein Burb is not here. So for Outlaw, Kovacs, DMB and Nur is a very good chance to get themselves right into this title charge and really put their name into the hat of drivers that could be champion towards the end of the season, which is approaching pretty quick. After this there'll be 5 rounds to go, sorry. No, 4 rounds to go. What am I talking about? No, 5 rounds to go. I'm thinking of tier 1, my bad. But first driver out on the track is actually a reserve driver who's come in last minute over Fishy Man. Let's get the telemetry up quickly. And my TV is super quiet, so I need to turn that up for myself. But yeah, Kovacs Milan, pole position last time round. His first pole in IRS last week. No, his first win, sorry, last week as well. Followed on from that pole position. Him and Anu are racing out the pit lane now, warming up their tyres. But let's jump on board with Fishy Man in the Red Bull as he comes out of the final corner. Unfortunately, I'm not too good with the corner names here in Hungary as I was last week in Belgium, but let's see how Fishy Man gets on as he sort of misses the apex and misjudged where he was going to turn into turn 1 now. Turn into turn 2, 3. Pretty good exit. And not too bad for the first sector as he delivers a 27.8. Nearly runs wide, manages to save it. Into the slowest part on the track. Then into the probably toughest part of the track. He's looking pretty decent so far. This Fishy Man. He said he was going to get smoked. 55.9. Sector 2. Bit hesitant through that corner there. That's a bit wide. Can he get a good exit? Decent enough. Into the final corner we go. Probably in the wrong gear. What's the gear 4-5 there? Gets a good exit though. And it's a 118.4 for the first flying lap of the day. Everyone's out on track except IRS LB44. Let's go on board with Kovacs Milan, the man who won last week in the Alpine. And he's starting to make progress in the driver standards. Had a bit of a messy start to the season, but starting to be a bit more consistent as we're on board with him right now, setting purple sectors. Coming through the penultimate corner into the final corner using gear 3 as well. This is a good exit and puts in a 116.1, followed by a Noor who's only a 10th down there with a 16.2. Outlaw also with a 16.2, so the top 3 only covered by a 10th so far, as DMB super skills are a bit far down, 1.1 seconds behind the top 3 at the moment. Fishy Man still going for another lap, not sure why, should have boxed him. Who else we got out there? Got Remy and Ice One. Remy with a 55.0. Ice One has made a mistake somewhere, I think. who looked pretty decent in tier 1 to be fair. Had a bit of pace about him. Here comes Remy though. Jumps in at P4 with a 16.8. IS1 with a 17.1. A second off the pace. And then we got GF1 in the Aston. How's he getting on? We got IRS LB44 as well. Now onto the track, so all drivers about to set times. 54.3 from GF1, flying. He's up there with the top players. With Kovacs and Miller and Outlaw at the moment. Can they get a final couple of good corners? Lovely through there. Stays into gear 4, gets a good exit. DRS opens up, and at the 16.141, 5 thousandths of a second behind Kovacs Milan. That was a very good lap there from the Aston Martin driver. As he got IRS LB44. Just behind his teammate, which would put me off a little bit, to be honest. Is DMB also on a lap? Yes, he is. They have a weird choice from the Mercedes boys here, going so close to each other on their laps. IRS LB44 with a bit of a mistake there. He has got ERS turned off as well, to be fair. So I think this is just a warm-up lap for him, as DMB does get out of the way towards the end of the lap. I think he's going to dive into the pits. Yes, he does. IRS LB44 with no ERS. There's a 120.3. Does he turn it on yet? No, he doesn't. TF1 into the box. We've got IS1, Remy on another lap. Let's see how IS1 can get on. He was the only driver to reserve in tier 1. I did finish in the top 10, I believe. Even though there was quite a few DNS, but first you got to finish. And he's a 10th down in sector 1 at the moment. We'll see how he gets on through this sector 2. Unfortunately, his teammate Gary unable to make most of the races this season, I think. So IS1 on his own. He's a 10th and a half up into sector 2. Can he finish the lap off strong and jump Remy for the top 5? Can he get a good exit? Look decent enough, and he has done that with a 16.6. 2 tenths ahead of Remy then. So he's coming around the final corner right now to take that straight back off IS1 by 20 thousandths of a second. So Remy and IS1 on pace at the moment for 5th and 6th. IRS LB44 finally gets the ERS on. I think we've got a Nur on the lap as well. Yes, we do. Let's jump aboard with the Haas. We sometimes miss him during qualifying, and he tends to put in a decent lap out of nowhere. So let's see how he's getting on through sector 2. That looks lovely. 4.5 tenths up, and he's flying right now. That's sector 2 from Manure. Look absolutely perfect. Sorry about that. As Manure comes out the final corner to smash the pole position time here by 3 tenths, well 2 tenths to Kovacs now. So he's invalidated his lap. Let's go back to IRS LB44. He was only 5 tenths up there with his ERS turned on. Bit of a messy exit. Jumps up to P8. 7 tenths improvement. Will Kovacs go again? Yes, he will. Fishy Man, who's currently down the bottom at the moment, P9. Runs a bit wide there as well. Pushing the limits of the car and his abilities by the looks of it. Goes down. Bad temp. Let's jump back on board with Kovacs. See if he can gain 2 temps during this lap, and he already has. Fair enough. Into the first sector. So how much more time can he gain through sector 2 and 3 then? Nearly out of fuel as well, so he's going to be limping back to the pits after this lap. And he's 3.5 tenths up on his lap here. He's on the way to taking provisional pole position. The driver with the most pole positions this season is Kovacs Milan. And he does a 15.7 and goes just over a tenth ahead of Nur. GF1 has made a mistake somewhere. He's backed out of his lap. Outlaw doesn't improve. Fishy Man, what's he doing into the pits? Nope, not sure why. Should have dived in, got a new set of tyres. And gone for his final lap possibly. Let's jump on board with the Red Bull man. P2 in the standings. His teammate not here today. What's the gap? It's a 30-point difference between Outlaw and Purple Dirt, first and second, with 3 Red Bulls. So Outlaw with a good result here today. He's going to see himself closing that gap to Purple Dirt and putting himself a step closer to P1 in the driver's standards. Backs off his lap and he's going to have one more chance, or maybe 2, to get another lap in. P4 at best for now. D&B super skills, 10th up, half 10th up, sorry, into sector 1. Nice one, not too far behind. Also GF1 just a bit ahead as well. How's he getting on? Again, another mistake from the Aston Martin driver by the looks of it. Nice one. Down on his time. I think that just showed a purple sector there for DMB super skills. So that could be his best sector so far. He might be on for an improvement here. Yes, he is. Only a 10th though, doesn't improve his position. As you've got Rennie back out there as well. P5 at the moment. Fresh set of softs. Can he find 4 tenths somehow? Oh, that's a big mistake. And he's going to have to abandon his lap, which he does. Luckily for him, he's got no traffic behind him. DMB super skills. On a slow lap. Let's jump back on board with the Haas of Nur. Just under a 10th down into sector 1 as we come through the tight chicane. Took a lot of speed through there. But Nur is currently P6 in the driver standings, so Needs another good result as he sets a purple sector there. But can he find a 10th in these last couple of corners? That's the question we're about to find the answer to. Slingshots it out the final corner, crosses the line, and he has found the 10th, but he's 4 thousandths of a second away from going back to Milan, and that is so close. He's gonna have to go around this lap, save his IRS, and go for it again. But this is turning out to be a super close qualifying between Amur and Kovacs Milan once again. Kovacs just ahead of Remy, who's on the lap, comes out of the way. Two Mercedes again, man, what are they doing? See, IRS LB44 nearly losing the car completely because he's behind DMB super skills with the bad turbulence of the car. Just losing it. Remy is nearly 5 tenths up in his lap here. He's on a flyer with a 16.1, drops in at P4, goes ahead of Outlaw. Great lap from Remy. Kovacs Milan. Last chance for him to improve on this 1:15.788. Doesn't really have to, I don't think, unless GF1 can pull something out of the bag. And he's 2 tenths down, runs wide, and that's going to be him. Yeah, he's not going to be active. The Remy can't. Kovacs Milan has this in the bag. Doesn't even need to do this lap really. He's 1/10.5 down anyway, so doesn't look like he'll be improving. Obviously we got a Fishy Man. He's just starting a lap. Outlaw. What is Outlaw doing? Can he jump Remy? We're about to fight. I think he's turning the IRS off because the IRS is going for one more last attempt. IS1. Where's he going to drop? 16.3, stays P6, 10th behind Outlaw. Not where he would have wanted GF1 into the pits as well. Qualifying over for him. IRS LB44, only P8. Kovacs Milan doesn't improve. Remy is not on a lap. So it looks like DMB super skills and Fishy Man and Outlaw, who's a 10 down at the moment. We'll go on board with DMB super skills in the Mercedes. Doesn't look like he's going to be getting anywhere in terms of position, but he might improve his lap there. Only just 17.1, 7th and 8th. Fishy Man into the pits. Outlaw is not improving, and IS1 will not be improving. So Kovacs Milan by 4 thousandths of a second is on pole once again. Home Grand Prix as well, got to mention for Kovacs. Kovacs and Outlaw, I think it is. Not sure where Fishy Man's from. It's a full dry race as well. Just seen that in the chat from Kovacs Milan. Sweet. But yeah, Kovacs Milan yet again with another pole position. That'll be pole position number 5 now, and he's atop of the league history in tier 2. There's your confirmation then. Kovacs Milan on pole, Anur P2, GF1 P3, Remy P4, P5 for Outlaw, P6 for IS1, P7 and 8 for the two Mercedes of DMB Super Skills and IRS LB44 and Fisherman. Only a 10th behind IRS LB44 to be fair. Not even a 10th, half a 10th. So he lines up P9. That is the grid for round 9. Hopefully next week we see more drivers back again, because we don't want to see this. As we wait for everyone to do their setups. It's going to be an 18 lap race, 25%, due to how many people are here. We don't want to waste people's time with a 50% with 9 drivers. Full points still awarded, so full send for the 9 drivers on the grid, waiting for players. I think someone's readied up. So we've got 30 seconds from now, I believe. Or maybe not, even less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in Hungary. We wait for the little glitch and away we go for round 9, and that's a great start from Kovacs Milan. So is it Anur on the medium tyres, already up inside of Kovacs into turn 1. Does he get the braking right? Yes he does. There's a Mercedes up the inside of Outlaw there. Kovacs Milan though, with the soft tyres, able to hold off Anur there into turn 1. You got Remy around the outside of GF1 there. Yeah, that was a great move from Remy to get himself up onto the podium positions of P3. Outlaw as well, having a look at the Aston Martin. And there's contact between Fisherman and IRS LB44, I believe that was. They're starting to drop back a little bit from the top 5. But Kovacs Milan holds on to P1 for now. Different strategies going on here as well. And no opting for the mediums for the first stint. Whereas the 4 drivers around them going for the softs. And that will be reversing at the pit stops. And they will be able to mount an attack on these boys after the pit stops, as he's trying to hold off Remy right now. Top 5, like I said, pulling away. DMB Super Skills managing to get past IS1. Now hunting down his teammate. It's a great exit. 2 Mercedes boys having a little battle here, as there's a yellow flag, and that is GF1 and Outlaw who have come together. IRS LB44 all over the place there, running a bit wide. Rejoins just about safely enough. Top 3 now is Remy, Anur and Kovacs. DMB holding off IS1, IRS LB44 trying to hold off Outlaw. GF1 not too far behind as well. He's going to be able to catch up pretty quick, I'm sure. He doesn't have damage. Doesn't look like he has damage. PRS from the guys on the top, 52, 70, 82. PRS would now be enabled as well. Kovacs Milan nearly breaking the 1 second there. Got contact between Outlaw and IRS LB44. Outlaw makes a bit of a mistake there. And IRS RB44 moves up the other side. Has a bit of a moment though, there's a Mercedes driver on the side by side again. This is a dodgy corner, Outlaw backs out of it wisely there. And that's going to allow GF1 to close up to the back of them. Kovacs Milan with a 1.4 second advantage to Allure. And he's going to have Remy all over the back of him. Come the end of this pit straight. If Remy can get the exit. There we go. DRS switched on for the AlphaTauri of Remy. He's not quite close enough though, as Allure has drained his battery to try and close up to the back of Kovacs. It's going to help Remy save his IS1. Is he close enough for a move? No, he's not. How about these three? We got Outlaw having a look at IRS RB44. Outlaw already with 30% ERS. He's absolutely drained it. Fishy man needs a safety car to get him back into this race. Closest battle so far is this though. Outlaw, GF1 and IRS RB44. Remy's about to make a move actually. If he can get close enough to a move down this straight, which he can't. He's able to brake later into turn 1 though. With the soft tyres, can he get the exit? No, he can't. There goes IS1 up the inside of DMB super skills. IS1 with the DRS still as well. Up into P4 is the reigning champion. Outlaw is trying to have a look at IRS RB44 around the outside, still can't get past. Good defending from IRS RB44 here. Oh, Outlaw's made a mistake. He's going to be getting a penalty soon for sure. He's run wide too many times. Let's go back to Remy again. Could be close enough this time. But I think I know it's going to use... Oh, Remy nearly hits the barrier. That could have ended his race. Straight away there. DMB super skills not quite close enough for a move there. I think IRS RB44 is in a losing position here now. From Outlaw. Maybe not. They're side by side into turn 1, but who's going to get a better exit? Outlaw has a great exit there. Around the outside. Up the inside for the next corner to try and defend. He's got the inside line. They're still side by side. A great aerial view of the Mercedes getting the job done. And that's great defending from IRS RB44 there. I think GF1 is getting a bit annoyed sitting behind as well. GF1 has a bit more pace, but you can't really use it because you can't get past through this middle sector, and then the DRS comes. But the soft tyres starting to wear off. Remy's dropped 1.1 second behind Anula, doesn't get DRS. Anula is gaining back on Kovacs Milan now. undercut here is very big as well. If you can use the undercut, it's massive. So if I was a lot of drivers on the softs, like Outlaw has just done, onto hards, what? He's crazy. This is a soft medium race. Why has he done that? Lap 7. Could have just done 10 laps on the mediums. Fine. He could have just cost himself a lot of positions there. We'll see what everyone else does though, but I'm not expecting anyone else to jump on the hards here. Really. And just about within DRS of Kovacs as we come into the final quarter, and we've got it. He's under a second. They've dropped Remy by another 3/10 that lap. Some gaps are starting to open up as well. This is the closest battle we do have on track right now for the race lead. It's very interesting to see them on different strategies as well. If Remy can do an undercut, he'll be right in this as well. If I was Remy, I'd box for mediums this lap. That was GF1. Dives into the pits, he did have damage. That's going to cost him massively. As he drops down to P9. He's going to have to absolutely send it on those mediums. I don't think there's going to be a safety car this race, really. Let's go back on board with Anur, who's lining up a move here on Kovacs Milan, who dives into the pits. And Anur is going to have to absolutely... Remy stays out. Yeah, but Anur is going to have to absolutely send it now on those mediums. Try gain an advantage here. Kovacs is going to rejoin ahead of IRS LB44, who's yet to pit. Now we wait for everyone else to box to see how this race will unfold and see who will become the race winner of round 9. Fishy man with a 5 seconds speeding into the pits. He's going to be lapped, unfortunately. Just on board with Kovacs, seeing he's out lapped. As Anur dives into the pits. And I'm sure it's going to be a brand new set of softs. That's the halves, I swear. And there we go, brand new set of softs. Remy also in. Onto the mediums. Kovacs takes the lead basically. And like I said, the undercut is massive here. And he has, what, just under a 3-second advantage now to Anur, who is on the soft, so I'm just going to have to push back crazy. DB Super Skills Ice One yet to box. Along with IRS LB44, everyone else has now pitted. Got 8 laps to go. Let's see if IS1 dives into the pits along with DMB super skills. IS1 stays out again. DMB super skills dives in. He could get an undercut possibly on IS1 as Kovacs Milan jumps up into P2. Yellow flag and Remy's out. And so is IRS LB44 and there's a safety car. I can't believe what I've just seen. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Oh my god. No way, I cannot believe what I just seen. Two cars out in the exact same corner of what I've just seen there from IRS level 44. That is, as a Mercedes Tier 1 driver, that is absolutely appalling. I can't believe that. IS1 though has been saved a lot of time. He might be P3. Yeah, I cannot believe that, honestly. Remy as well. It looked a couple times like he was gonna possibly DNF in that last corner. I'm not sure what happened though to him. We saw what happened to IRS LB44 though. Fishy Man is going to be able to get himself back into this race. I wonder if Outlaw GF1 dive into the pits for a new set of softs. Bro, back end went and fucked it. I don't even know what I just thought, honestly. That was crazy. IS1's going to be in the lead of this race. Him staying out, that extra lap on those mediums has just saved his race massively and put him in the lead. He rejoins. DMB Super Skills is going to get P3 here possibly. Yeah, he does. He jumps ahead of another. Outlaw has surely got a box for softs. He doesn't. He stays out. Huh? GF1 also stays out. Maybe they're just catching up with the safety car. And then no box for the softs. But they'll stay 5th, 6th and 7th if they don't dive into the pits for a set of softs. Fishy Man as well manages to get himself back into the race with the safety car. Kovacs, DMB, Anur, Outlaw, IS1 are all going to gain points on Purple Derp, so I'm sure if Purple Derp's watching this right now, he's thinking I hope they'll take each other out and like GF1 and Fishy Man somehow win the race. Because all the Purple Derb's rivals right now are currently in prime position to gain points on them. Like I'll run through the standards quickly. Purple Derb on 118. Outlaw is 30 points behind, so he's going to gain 10 points if he finishes P5 or up. DMB Super Skills 37, currently P3, could gain 15 points on that. Kovacs P2 is 51 points behind, and No P4 57 points behind. IS1 59 points behind, is currently leading. So the whole top 5 are going to gain on Purple Derp here, and with 5 rounds to go after this, any one of them could still win the championship. So that is very interesting to see. As Outlaw and GF1 did the box, neither did Fishy Man, which I'm very surprised by. going to be, what, a 5-lap shootout though. Everyone absolutely sending at each other. Fishy man with 11 seconds as well of time penalties. Only driver to pick up time penalties. The safety car should be in at the end of this lap. Should get the message about now. Mad. I'm so good for the safety car calls. Nice one though. Maybe for the first time this season, it's leading us away from a safety car restart and at the front of the pack. I could be wrong on that, but first time I remember it this season from IS1 being at the front. Got Kovacs Milan right behind him. IS1 going early. You get a great restart there. Caught Kovacs Milan sleeping. And here comes DMB Super Skills to move to the outside into turn 1. Trying to go for a switchback. Does he get the exit? Not quite. Kovacs Milan covering it off. Nur not quite close enough. Like I said, the Outlaw is not going to have the pace on the mediums to catch up with these boys. He's still there right now due to IRS, but I don't think he's going to have enough. He's sending it. He's hitting the limit, his Outlaw, but I don't think their mediums are going to work. IS1 here though, got some good pace. Stood out in front. Kovacs Milan struggling to get near him at the moment. DMB Super Skills under pressure from Nur. And this is where they start to drop Outlaw and GF1 and Fishy Man. And Nur with a bit of a mistake there. Locking up the rear tyres. Falls back into the clutches of an Outlaw a little bit. IS1 still in the lead. Got a lot of ERS to use here as well. 81% compared to Kovacs is 60. DMB Super Skills on 60 and Nur on 60. So IS1 is on genuine pace here. Just needs to keep it consistent the next couple of laps. And last year's champion will win a race in season 7 for the first time. Kovacs still can't get near him. After leading the majority of this race, you'd thought Kovacs would be straight onto the back of IS1 here. He's started to get out of DRS range nearly. Outlaw over 3 seconds. That's his race over. P5 at best for him. But I think GF1 might take that off him. Nearly a second between Kovacs and IS1. He was not using his ERS. I'm surprised. Maybe he's just saving it for the last couple of laps. He uses a bit there to try to put away because Kovacs is down to 38%. IS1 175. You can tell Kovacs is just trying to stick in the DRS of IS1. DMB Super Skills doing very well here to defend from Nur. Outlaw's actually still with him. Fair play. I thought he was going to drop right off these guys, being on the mediums. Remy, I am so shit. I don't even know what happened to you, Remy. I didn't get to see it. But IS1, I think, made a little mistake somewhere there, because Kovacs has pulled up to 0.4, 0.5. Maybe the pressure is getting to IS1 of being victorious for the first time this season. Gets a good exit though. Starts using that battery. and pulls away from Kovacs Milan. He's flying down the straight. IS1 might have this. I think he's got enough battery. Just missed a move getting past DMB super skills, unfortunately. Up into P3. DMB super skills falling back a little bit now. IS1 though, he's got a lap and a half to defend from Kovacs Milan. It's going to be the best lap and a half of his life, and he's made a bit of a mistake there as IS1. And he's getting a bit raggedy. Kovacs Milan looking a bit more comfortable at the moment, putting pressure under IS1. Kovacs is out of IRS though. IS1 can drain his battery down here and he's won it. If IS1 gets a good exit and just drains his battery, he's won this race. Here comes Kovacs Milan. He's not close enough for a move into turn 1. Brakes later. Can he get a good exit out of turn 2? We're on to the final lap. IS1 using all of his battery here to defend, and he's doing a great job of it. Is IS1. Yet again, he's going to use his battery here to defend from Kovacs, who falls behind by 4 tenths. Half a lap to go for IS1, and he will be victorious for the first time this season. Makes a bit of a mistake there by going on the grass. Can he get a good exit? Yes, he does. Kovacs putting on the pressure, trying to get a mistake out of the McLaren driver. One more sector to go for IS1. Kovacs Milan running wide. Couple more corners to go for IS1. No more mistakes now for the McLaren driver, and it will be 25 points as Kovacs is trying to get as close as he can to the IS1, who comes around the final corner for the last time. Gets a great exit, and IS1 wins in Hungary, taking away the victory from Kovacs Milan with a great little battle towards the end from the top 2. And Miller's going to come home in P3 for the podium. DMB Super Skills P4. GF1 does get Outlaw, who drops down to P6, and Fishy Man finishing up in P7. But IS1, congratulations to him. Finally wins the race this season after being champion last season and not having the best of seasons so far. Has redeemed himself here today in Hungary by getting the victory. Kovacs Milan will be distraught though, leading the race majority of it, and the safety car coming out from IRS OB44 and Remy helping IS1 get into the lead. Driver of the day for IS1 as well, but 18 laps, 9 drivers, and I'd say that's pretty entertaining. There's your confirmation once again of your 9 drivers. Unfortunately, Remy and IRS LB44 DNFing, but to the rest of the 7, pretty good. 18.1 fastest lap for Kovacs Milan. From 6th on the grid to 1st position. IS1. Just have a look at the drivers standards as well now. Yeah, IS1's definitely closed up to Purple Derp as well. He's on about 34 points behind Purple Derp. Kovacs Milan with 18 will be 33 points behind, so this is closing up big time here. DMB Super Skills, where does he come? 12 points. Only 25 points behind Purple Derp, so championship leader missing today's race might cost him big time. Hopefully not for his sake, but yeah, great race today for the 9 drivers. Congratulations to IS1 again. Tier 1 will be back on Tuesday for round 10 France. So hope you've enjoyed this one, and until Tuesday, peace out.